When a stalker records his descent into madness. I'm going to do a little trigger warning here because this is probably going to be a pretty fucking disturbing video.
I'm about to put the sulfuric acid inside. It's unfortunate world of monsters.
He was a social recluse, and he
I don't even think I've heard Bjork before. I mean, I've been to Iceland. I know a lot about Icelandic musicians, but I don't know if I've heard Bjork's music.
preferred to sequester himself inside his family's residence in Lawrenceville. He was not an outright weirdo, not yet at least, and people that knew him at the time described him as easygoing but introverted. Notably, Ricardo had a few male friends, but no female friends or any girlfriend or dating history to speak of. As I mentioned, he struggled heavily with self-esteem issues. And
Yeah, but still, it's so weird to see somebody go from even maybe, you know, a bit of an oddball to somebody that gets so obsessed and stalkerish to genuinely just becoming like an actual psychopath.
when police would later read and capture his diary, we would see the full extent of those feelings.
Why do you know a lot about Iceland? Because I went to Iceland, and I also just find the country of Iceland to be fascinating. I don't know everything about it. I'm not like a fucking quiz whiz on Iceland, but I enjoy learning about Icelandic culture / history.
Lopez wrote about these emotions and these feelings of shame and of being inadequate, as well as his awkwardness while being around women. These feelings of worthlessness and self-loathing would ultimately lead to his twisted and deranged infatuation with Bjork. Now, while not being an excuse for his actions, Lopez had been diagnosed with a condition known as Klinefelter syndrome. This is a chromosomal disorder that causes males to have an extra X, which leads to infertility, small testicles, breast growth, gynecomastia, cognitive issues.
The one that I've never heard of that, but I've heard of men having an extra Y chromosome. And I think men that have an extra Y chromosome are statistically much more likely to be imprisoned, more aggressive, a lower IQ.
Incomplete puberty. This was probably the source of his feelings of inferiority. Despite this condition, deep down in his psyche, Ricardo actually had ambition to succeed. He wanted to become a world-renowned artist, and he wanted people to know his name, and morbidly famous, rather than famous. And not for his art, but for the disaster that will unfold in this video.